windswept because the weather here today has been beautiful, but it's blowing a bastard outside. So basically, Darkside Developments. It's Ryan, isn't it?
That's me.
Yeah, Ryan. Ryan is from Darkside Developments. He's one of the race drivers for their team. One of two, is it? Two
Scott,
guys?
my twin brother Scott. Yeah, he's the quicker.
Oh, is he really? You shouldn't admit that. You're the competitive man. So basically, so we're gonna go around the track, around this track we've got, and see what it's like. Now, I've never been in something that feels like a touring car to be in, but particularly a diesel Golf. How does this differ? I mean, maybe it's a bit of a stupid question to say how it differs, but you told me something that was quite interesting earlier, and you mentioned that the engine isn't that different to something that you get in a factory car itself.
No, pretty much the engine out of this, because we had that many problems with like you bust a sum and kill a 10 grand engine, it's stupid to build them.
Yeah.
We wouldn't really gain much power by like forging the engines. When people always say it's forged, they don't really need it. We're only running 270 horsepower, 400 pounds of torque, so it's not ridiculous. The cranks are strong, the rods are strong, the pistons are strong, and because we keep them quite cool, the piston ring gaps are not too bad. Because you're getting everything warm together, not just the pistons getting.
Are you capped at what power the car is it for the races?
Yeah, this has got to fit into. There's two different races that we're doing this year that are sort of limiting what power we can have. But it's power to weight. One of them's wheel horsepower, including the driver, and I think that's like 240 is the limit.
Yeah.
Is it 240? I can't remember.
Yeah.
Daniel know more than me. And then the other one is power at the flywheel, not including the driver. So there's a little bit of a discrepancy in what we can have. So we have two different ECUs, and just at one weekend we'll just swap
them out.
Yeah, but it's 10 or 15 horsepower. It's not
that much
so
difference.
We're at 270 where we are now, sort of a little bit more than the championship we're doing in 2 months, but a little bit less than we need for this weekend. And
is that noticeable on track? Like that's
you can't from the driving seat. You can't tell.
No.
Look at the timing. Maybe you can tell a little bit. But yeah, it's the main thing that makes this quick is the fact that we've sort of spent a lot of time getting the suspension
on the
right,
chassis.
the brakes, right. Yeah.
That's what I was going to ask. So I just, was it Danny that's the other chap?
Yeah, Danny, yeah.
So I just asked him earlier, you know, I mean, obviously the car's different, and you mentioned that the engine itself, the block and the head and everything is...
Just a scrapyard engine.
It is just a factory engine, but everything on it, like there are some adaptations that have been done, but the chassis itself has had a lot of work done to it, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got all tubular subframes, rose joints everywhere. Two-way build style suspension that we've had shortened and revalved, so it's a club sport kit, so it's like the Iron race kit, and then we've shortened it, revalved it, and got it all set.
That's some amazing R&D. Are you doing that in order to develop that to retail, or?
It'd be nice if we could, because the amount of money we put in, but not a lot of people, especially the diesel guys that we are sort of targeting.
Yeah.
There's not a lot of people building this type of stuff, but it has helped. Like we got a pair of TTs for me and Scott to race each other in this year. One of them's not had anything done, but the other one we sort of copied and pasted a lot from this to that.
Yeah.
And just as soon as we got all the pieces in place, we didn't quite have everything we needed, you know, supplies like at the minute. But it just literally, we just did it and it was just sorted.
Yeah, it just works.
So it'd be nice if somebody says, "Will you build me 10 of them?"
Yeah,
I can just do it easily.
Then it's worth doing. Exactly that.
Yeah, but we've done it because the engineering side is more interesting to me. Scott, who he thinks he's a quicker driver, he just likes going fast, whereas I do like let's go out there and click the dampers and see what it does.
Change it.
Tweak the toe. We're at the point now where, to be fair, I can jump in it and just say it without looking at the data, and it does make an effect. But I think sometimes we're sort of at the point with this now, we've got to really get into the data to be able to find any time.
To refine it.
Yeah, we can't. I don't think we can find much, if any, with this chassis now. I'm not saying that we can't, but we've had Matt, Suspension Secrets, if you look him up, he's had a lot of circuit days, track days, and RMA track days. Only a young lad, and he just says, do this, do that, and that'll work. And it does. It does. It does work. And don't get me wrong, he's not done everything on this car, but I can just email him and say, what do you think of this? I'm swapping springs.
He's a genius, isn't he? Some people are just they
can just do it, but that's his speciality. But he gets people that have got like full-blown race cars and they can't make them win, and he just waves his magic wand and they're winning. So he's good with that stuff, and it's worked with this. We've paid him not a lot of money, I'd say. You know what I mean? He's not had thousands off us.
This is knowledge.
Yeah, and he just said, do this, and we've done that, and we were nearly there before we went to him, but he just helped with that last bit, and then The next bit, I think, is to find more. We'll be talking putting sensors on this. And
Yeah.
going mad and but
It depends how far you want to go. I mean, at that level of racing, I mean, so it's got air jacks on it, which I noticed as soon as I got in. Full. I mean, this cage is probably the most comprehensive cage
it's
I've
quite
ever
a good one.
witnessed.
This was like an old VW Cup car, so they were crashing them all the time. So they put good cages in these.
Yeah, and it's a stock gearbox. You said.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we've messed about with a little bit diff. It's got a plated diff and a few little strengthening mods, but nothing crazy. It's a 200 quid gearbox that's had a few bits thrown at it.
Well, it's just I mean, it's rough and ready. Like it's purposeful, isn't it? It doesn't have to be.
It's not a checkbook car.
No,
it's not a checkbook
exactly.
car. We have put money into stuff like a lot of this, like the subframe stuff. Like we're talking half a second at Silver. It's not tons of time what we've done, but if people come to us and say we want this, like we can get the damp. If they say I don't want the subframe, but I want the dampers, we can get them the dampers out they want them and stuff like that. If the suppliers do.
Yeah, exactly.
Seems to be a nightmare at the minute. We've had a few race teams like I want what you've got, and then we're like, yeah, this much, and we'll have it. And then we've not
can't supply it.
Yeah, that's
so
been the problem.
so there we go. I mean, it's like it's almost too much to squeeze into like an intro because there's
you
so
could run forever with this car.
Exactly. There's so little of it that remains from a factory car. So what we're going to do is go around the track. I'm not apprehensive, but I'm looking forward to it because obviously Ryan's a pro driver, so we're going to see. And I've seen this stuff going around the track, and the fast stuff looks slow compared to this. So we'll see what happens.
So this is the final shakedown.
So if it works today, it's good to go.
In theory. nerves you a little bit more as well.
Jesus.
You don't feel like, even though it's a diesel, I don't think you feel like you want more revs than anything. You've got enough for everything, I think. But
How high does it rev?
about 52, 53.
It doesn't need to be really sort of.
You've got long gears, so you don't like changing gear all the time.
Yeah. I noticed you change up quite early coming out of the corner.
Yeah, you
just got the torque to sort of carry on.
So rather than sort of wheel spinning and washing out, you just change up, it'll just drag you back in.
Yeah. Oh mate, my shoulders are aching. I was tense the whole time. Oh man. That's the quickest I've been around the track.
Yeah,
by a long shot.
Good.
By a long shot. Man, that was awesome.
I think a lot of people, when you hear diesel race car, think it's going to be shit and boring, but
oh no,
you never get bored of driving this.
I tell you, it's redefining. Being in it is completely redefining about what you expect it's going to be, the experience to be like.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, mate. I really appreciate that. If you like, well, this is the second exit part of the footage we've done, because when we first came back, you'll see, I almost couldn't speak because of the experience, and it's mind-boggling how this car can stop and corner as well as accelerate. I mean, it's not a slow car anyway, is it? You know, it's still fast.
I think because you've not got that really noisy engine that's revving to like 7,000-8,000 RPM like the R8 that's going around at the minute.
Yeah.
You don't feel that speed. But when you look at the speed up, we're doing 120 before we brake.
It is.
Like
yeah. I mean, I didn't. It makes my Porsche feel slow going around there. I mean, it's a different kettle of fish. So if you like what we've done today, we're trying to cover more track stuff because there's plenty of it out there and a lot of people are doing that. So if you like what we've seen, if you like what we're doing, like, share, subscribe, hit the bell where you can, and we're going to try and bring you more about it.
10 toes down, I'm around.